Hello friends, welcome to my session on management of risk. Today in this particular session I'm going to talk on the three most important things which are related to the risk management subject. These are number 1, what is a risk management plan and what does it includes? Number 2, what is a risk map and then what are the main benefits of a risk map? Number 3 would be why do organizations should have a risk management? So let's start this particular session by understanding what is a risk management plan. So a risk management plan defines how your project risk management process will be executed. This includes the funds, tools, and the approaches that will be used to perform the risk identification, assessment, mitigation, and monitoring activities. So let us try to understand what generally a risk management plan includes. So there are 8 things which I have observed in a risk management strategy or a risk management plan that are most crucial to any organization. These are number 1, the methodology. So define the tools and the approaches that will be used to perform the risk management activities such as your risk assessment, risk analysis, and the risk mitigation strategies. Number 2 would be your risk register. So a risk register is a chart where you can document all the risk identification information of your project. Number 3 will be your risk breakdown structure. So a risk breakdown structure is generally a chart that allows you to identify the risk categories and the hierarchical structure of the project risk. Number 4 would be your risk assessment matrix. So a risk assessment matrix allows you to analyze the likelihood and the impact of the project risk so that you can prioritize them. Now, after this risk assessment matrix, number 5th would be your risk response plan. So, a risk response plan is a project management document that explains the risk mitigation strategies that will be employed to manage your project risk. Number 6 is going to be the roles and responsibilities. So the risk management team members have responsibilities as the risk owners. They need to monitor the project risk and supervise the risk response actions. Finally, we can say that we have to also include the funding as well as the timing in your risk management plan. So what is funding? That is a section where you identify the funds required to perform your risk management activities. Timing is a section where you define the schedule for the risk management activities. Now, as we have understood the content of a risk management plan, let us try to understand what is a risk map, which is also referred to as a risk heat map. So, a risk map is a data visualization tool for communicating the specific risk an organization faces. A risk map helps the companies identify and prioritize the risk associated with their business. So, an important component of enterprise risk management, a risk map facilitates in following points. Number 1, driving an understanding of an organization's risk profile and risk appetite. Number 2, clarifying the thinking on the nature and impact of the risk. Number 3, improving the organizational risk assessment. So, risk map helps enterprise executives and their team understanding where they need to prioritize their risk mitigation resources. Finally, I can say that in addition, the graphical representation of the potential impact and likelihood of each risk also makes the importance of risk management more tangible to the employees, particularly those outside the executive ranks and the enterprise risk function who have no special training on the risk management. So in turn, it enables the organizational leaders to enlist the employees at all levels in discussion about risk and risk mitigation requirements. Now let us try to understand the benefits of the risk heat map. So there are certain benefits of the risk heat map which I want to highlight over here. These are number 1, providing a big picture perspective. Number 2, to ensure that risk mitigation priorities and the resources are focused on the most serious risk. Number 3 would be developing risk map can help the organization demonstrate a comprehensive, well aligned risk management strategies to insurance companies and gain more favorable premiums. Number 4, it supports collaboration between organizations risk function and other functional departments which have greater visibility into risk due to the risk heat map. Number 5, it promotes the collaborative strategic decision making, especially risk decision making. Number 6, it helps to effectively focus on improving risk management and risk governance. Number 7, it helps in sharpening the enterprise definition of the risk appetite and the risk tolerance. Number 8 would be it helps to generate a better integration of risk management activities across enterprise. And number 9 would be giving teams throughout the enterprise a common language for discussing the risk. So these are the benefits of your risk heat map. Now moving ahead, let us try to understand why organizations should have risk management. So in the increasingly complex world within which we live, risk management is a discipline that is growing in importance for both private and public sector organizations. So, risk management is used to assist organizations to avoid, reduce the likelihood of, or minimize the impact of the events that might otherwise cause them significant harm. So, whether that be financial, reputational, or any other damage. In essence, risk management is important tool to reduce the losses, control uncertainties, and optimize the decision making to improve your performance. So business made rapid adjustment to the threats posed by the pandemic, but going forward they are grappling with the novel risk, including how or whether to bring the employees back to the office and what should be done to make their supply chains less vulnerable to the crisis. So every organizations need to do some type of risk management. If your business is caught without a process for risk management, you are leaving yourself vulnerable. Risk management allows a balance to be struck between taking risk and reducing them. Effective risk management can add value to any organization. In particular, companies operating in the investment industries rely heavily on risk management as the foundation that allows them to withstand the market crashes. So some risk taking is inevitable if an organization is to achieve its objectives. Those organizations that are more risk aware appreciate that actively managing not only potential problems that are the threats but also potential opportunities provide them with a competitive advantage. Taking and managing risk is a very essence of a business survival and growth. So effective risk management is likely to improve the performance against the objective by contributing to number one, fewer sudden shocks; number two, the more efficient use of the resources; number three, reduced wastages; number four, reduced fraud; number five, better service delivery; number six, reduction in management time spent in firefighting; number seven, better management of contingent and maintenance activities; number eight, lower cost of capital; number nine, improved innovation; number 10, increased likelihood of change initiatives being achieved; number 11, more focus internally on doing the right things properly; number 12 would be more focus externally to shape the effective strategies. So in this session I talked about these very relevant points related to management of risk. In my further session I'm going to talk in detail regarding further topics associated with risk management. Stay connected. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me once again. Bye bye.